Yes, I apologize upfront for my bad jokes and my weird language in this presentation.
Thank you.
I kind of like dry humor. So Jvector, it is a concept which I have been thought about it for like 2 years, and I've been grinding on it and not fully realized what I was sitting on in terms of usefulness. And I'm eager to hear your thoughts and commentaries on the project afterwards. Jvector is basically you add. I can introduce myself first. I'm sorry. This is me. I'm actually smiling on this picture. I'm a Drupal freelancer living in Nordland, Norway. I actually professionally live in a kitchen factory in the administration, and I freelance from there. I love doing maps. That's my favorite cup of tea. I also like coffee. And
do you mind clicking allow so Google Drive stops nagging us?
Yes.
No, please.
Please stop nagging. Yes. No, it's just replaced. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to introduce to you the Jvector. The Jvector. You have to have something that has a little touch in it to make it a wow element, right? Yes. Thank you. It's a Drupal way of utilizing SVGs in the user interface. You know that SVGs has elements, just like a select field. I will come to that later. And you can imagine things and draw it, and you can make the user select things by looking at the picture instead of a drop-down. You can use Adobe Illustrator or whatever you want. You can use the open source little thingy SVG edit if you want that, to make these dots and lines. It can make your fields look a little bit different, like the map over there, with just enabling the module and a little bit of configuration, and it's like it's pretty much like scratching your nose. It takes that much time. It spans with the jQuery Jvector map library. That's hard in English to say. And we'll try to make magic in Drupal forms. Here's an example. To coin it, Jvector is using open source Jvector. I never get that right. Jvector map library to create magic. Yes. SVG is you know the old SVG. The cool thing about SVG is that it's XML compatible, not like a regular image, so we can do stuff with the image while it's on display in a form or anywhere else. And in 2015 we can hopefully make it useful. Some of you guys from Front maybe recognize this map. It's from a project that we did back in the days. It's basically a clickable map using Jvector map, and they wanted a map which you could click on different elements in and get information on the different countries in the world. So the map itself, it linked to different countries, and based on fields on the entity on the node, country node, it should change colors immediately when you saved this node. So views was in the picture. Yes. So it was basically a views plugin that said if field X is checked, country is red color, or you could actually it is a sandbox, so you can try it out yourself. More on that later. We could use open layers to do something like this, but it's really hard and it really takes a lot of configuration. It's nothing you do in 5 minutes. So I actually Googled. I don't know what I Googled, but I think I just Googled maps, and that led me to Jvector map. It wasn't that hard. Yeah. Well, Google is your friend, but somebody would argue that it's not a good friend in terms of privacy. Jvector map is a jQuery plugin. It displays pre-configured JS-config files as maps, which basically means that you have a map file, which is a JavaScript file, and you put it into a system. Which actually makes it a hassle to create maps because you have to do a lot of coding to make it work. Not a lot, but a little, and that's a lot. Where as the web developer, we are trying to eliminate ourselves as jobs, so a little is too much. Jvector map library, the jQuery library, it prepares and displays the SVGs on the page. So it basically translates a JS file into a SVG. And it's basically countries, states, maps, and so on, which is it is in use for right now. So the result was I've used Jvector map sandbox, which I haven't done anything with since. It's for Drupal 7, and it's and it represents different country statuses. It's only a world map, so it's pretty close down to in terms of what you can do and what you can't do. Like I said earlier. Yes, but what if you had a map that was clickable and responded to the Forms API and actually just hooked onto the Drupal without actually inflicting a lot of changes to how the APIs work? Well, you could have maps as select fields, as views filters because they are fields, as field formatters because you could if you have the map in the system, you could just use it as a field formatter as well. You can use it for data displays. Jvector map has these cool features that actually lets you use gradients to pull in data into the map. Jvectormap.com has some cool examples on that. And we could have volume controls and progress bars, and we have that today, of course, but it would actually allow you to design a progress bar, use a designer to design the bar, and just it's like a sort of a WYSIWYG for designers. and the customer would get exactly what is designed. So you could actually build representations of physical things easily, because it's just draw it and plug it in. You could do data modeling in 2D, which is basically the same, and you could do maps, and lots of maps. So the Drupal way to do something like this would have Drupal to analyze the SVG and pull it somehow into the system, so each of the elements can be configured independently. The SVG, as I said, consists of different elements, and these have an ID. The select field, the reason that we're using that is because that also have an ID, and they can easily talk together, which is kind of interesting. And we would create a structure that we can work with, which is basically do like what's your name again? What's your name again?
Kevin.
Kevin. Yeah. Okay. Like Kevin said earlier, you can you use the Drupal 8 configuration entity, and you just add you can add colors, and you can add custom behaviors, and then execute the jQuery plugin on display with these settings. Of course, Jvector map has a built-in zoom control, and you can enable or disable that. And you can then we would have to save colors to a separate config entity to make it really exportable. Yeah. So you would translate a choose your country select field to a map like this, for example. So really simple. It's just drop in the SVG, enable it on the field, and you have this. And I'm not a designer. There's a lot of things how to import this SVG into Drupal. I would like a import system that enables you to just drop anything, any SVG into it, and let it translate it, and then be able to use it. Now, as of today, it's only importing paths. If you are familiar with how a SVG is structured. So to the technical, I've probably said this already, but it uses select values as link between the field and the SVG, and it takes control of the SVG field. Select field. So all functionality basically is shared. So if you click the Jvector map, it says, "Hey, change this select field," and it does that, and that again triggers the form API. So it's just basically a layer on top of the select field controlling it. Of course, you can have multiple instances of the same map on the same page, and you can have different Jvectors, and they will be exportable. So we'll be able to just create a map pack which controls, consists of every country in the world. You just download it and you install it, and you have regional maps of the entire world at your fingertips. That's kind of cool, I think, at least. Yeah. this is just a personal roadmap for the module. I haven't. I said on the webpage that we'll push the code today, but I haven't had time to do that. So you won't be able to test it today. I have a demo up and running that I can show you. But to make this work, we'll have to make you able to colorize these maps in a UI-wise manner. Of course, we have to fix this path thing, so you can just draw an image and pull it into Drupal. We have to have, I think we have to have true views integration with data integration, which means that you can have a world map which aggregates information of, let's say how many users are in that country, and you have this map which shows gradients of how many is where, and then you have okay, this is a filter, right? So you have gradients on the filter, and then you have the ability to choose country and get a list of the actual users in that country. So of course, if the country is red, you get a lot, or blue, you get little, and so on. So basically indicating what data is behind. Of course, we have to use in the future use the new version of Jvector map, which is dual license. Yeah, and this is basically the end of this my session. I can give you a demonstration of what something like this would look like. If I can remember the password. That's an interesting thing. No, I can't. Nope. Yeah, anyway, I'll come back to this. Actually, we'll have to request new password. For those of you who don't have so this is my email. I'm a freelancer, you know. So and I really love my new domain. That's kind of cool. Yes. Thank you. I didn't see that coming. So not to show everything, I'm gonna just unplug this a while. I'm sorry about this. You know, my wife and I, we share the same laptop. I usually don't use the laptops a lot. We use these tablets, but in this situation it would be a nightmare. But she's had a meeting in Bodø today, and she's taking a plane in the morning and then going back in the evening. Actually coming down here to me, and then I said, I need it, and then we agree that we do advanced game to decide who gets it, and that's called rock scissors papers. And actually she always chooses scissors and I always chooses paper, so I lost again. I always know that afterwards. That's annoying. Yeah, I got it now. Yeah.
You should do rock, scissors, paper and spot.
Yes! Yeah. I would definitely lose that one too. Yes. Now I'm gonna plug this again. What is it called? Plug it in. So, are you there?
Using a cable.
You actually
Du
have.
mangler en kabel.
Yes, thank you. That was a good observation, thank you. I have an excuse, I didn't see it. Are you there?
In a minute.
Yes. Okay. So, just to demonstrate to you, we are going to make a world map. Actually, we're just going to copy the code of an SVG from the website to make it simple. Why isn't there a?
Just edit the HTML. Or just copy.
Yeah.
And select all and copy.
Thanks. Just copy it. Yeah. Do it. Now. Now. This is the Jvector configuration. As you can see here, the examples that was in the what's it called? Slideshow. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks. Are made here. So basically, it's simple. You just paste and control that you have actual IDs on the path that is in the SVG, and you just select a size. This shouldn't be necessary because it's really going to fix itself in terms of size. So we do this and hope it's correct. Pray to God or anyone else. And we would enable zoom, and we would of course hide the select field. For demonstrations, we can just unhide it and set some colors, some default colors. And then on the next update, you should have an image of a world. I think, yes. So basically, you do this, you have this select field, and what this checkbox on the previous page does, it's just hiding this. So everything's working on the backend. So here you have the ability to the IDs which you are going to use in a select field. They must correspond what you want the select field to actually have in terms of data. So the IDs are good on these maps, but you would of course change the names, which is the names actually displayed in the select list. So you have to set a set name. Let's say we have this cranky customer who really dislikes Australia. You can just delete Australia like this. So basically, you can. The thought is, once in Drupal, you should be able to actually edit in the future. Actually, edit the image. Yeah. Or any SVG.
In the future, you can actually delete the country itself, right?
Yes.
In real life.
Yes. But this cranky customer wanted it done now, so
yeah.
We have to do it now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Of course, this, as you can see, this is entirely, of course, compatible with the state's API and so on, because it's basically change it there. So, and you have these boxes as you had before. Now, let's try and see if it saves. Okay, we need
What a great world.
I know what I'm going to write. Not a good idea. like this. So you just save it, and hopefully there is no wizards or anything like that. We would want to remove the field. A world has a lot of countries, obviously, so it takes some time to load this specific Jvector. What was I going to do again? I was going to remove the select field like this, and you click save. Now we have this Jvector preview, which actually is a select field. So this is a to-do. We would like to be able to actually make a non-designer choose the colors of the countries and so on. You have one color for each country, and you have colors for selected and unselected. So this is basically going to be a UI which lets you select a country and select a lot of countries and set color and click set, and then you actually colorize the countries, the selected countries, either if it's selected or unselected. I don't know if that made any sense. It didn't make any sense for me, but it's all in my head, man. So now, what we want to do with this map, we want to use it in did I say this was Drupal 8? Well, it is. We would be able to use this in, what's it? It's called World Without Australia, yes. So now we go to structure. I'm really not familiar with this layout of Drupal 8. It's kind of different from what we are used to. And, but to come think of it, it's really more effective. Then we go to content types and manage fields. And we delete this. Because we are going to recreate it. So, choose country. Your. Then you select a
Choose your country.
Cont what?
Country.
Oh. You can manage with a typo, can't you?
We can manage without Australia. So
No, sorry. You can. I wouldn't. And you click save. And this is where it should be, where you have to get the actual IDs of the Jvector. You can do that easily with. Oh, was it this or that? Yeah. I actually did this one just to determine what to do. So now, if you want to get the colors, the values, you go down here and you just copy it and add it to the allowed values list, which makes these correspond. It's like this, and then you go to content and you add content and you add an article, and hopefully it will show there. And it didn't. Yes, of course. Sorry. We forgot to configure it, actually. On structure and content types and manage fields and choose your country. On manage for, this is where I get lost. There are some changes here. Choose your country. And you set Jvector settings. I think it was that one.
No.
Wasn't it? Okay, thank you. yeah, you get the idea, but now if you add content and add an article, you should have a world map to select from.
Sweet.
So basically, because we have this beautiful new entity system with configuration files, you can just take these Jvectors and add it into a module, or as I'm going to do, add every country map into a module. So you just download Jvector and you download the Jvector map pack, and then you have every country in the world. You have the world map, and you will have the administrative sections of every country in the world. This is based on map data from a webpage. I can't remember its name right now, but it's what we're going to do is actually make a script that create this package. So you have the entire package complete with administration administration code and administration names and everything. So there will be something for everyone throughout the whole world, really. And that's basically it. So thank you. And questions, if there is any.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can say.